event that is kind of the brainchild here of one of the FFO crew. Everybody, Hanlon, are you with me? Oh, beautiful, Hanlon. Well, so tell me a little about. We got this kind of cool little thing going on here. Tell me about what this is. What are we doing today? Awesome. So today, you guys have kind of took it among yourselves, upon yourselves, to get everybody together. You got 18 people playing, and you're gonna pick. You've got 2 team captains. Awesome. Okay, cool. So they're gonna go and they're gonna pick. It looks like we got a bunch of guys lined up here. They're gonna go and pick people, and they're gonna build the team on the fly.
So it's a big group of people to choose from.
Okay, so this is a beta, and things go wrong a lot in a beta. One of which is I totally didn't have my volume on. So why don't we take this one more time? Hey everybody, welcome. We got a thing. It's a new thing. Hanlon, you got to start from the top and tell us you're doing a 9v9 kind of tournament thing here, right? Or what's going on here?
Yeah, we're doing a 9v9 in-house scrim with FFO. Normally it's 18v18. That's what we've seen in past competition matches, and we want to see if 9v9 is a valid platform for competitive matches. It can change the meta, really, of how you play it.
Awesome. So you guys have took it upon yourself, like we just said here, that you got everybody together. You got 2 team captains here today.
Yes, we do. We got I Love Your Backpack and Bill Nye the Shovel Guy. They're gonna both go out and they're gonna pick their people. They're both really good players for FFO and good squad leads. So it'll be interesting to see how they pick and how that turns out with the game.
Awesome. So now they're gonna build these teams on the fly. It's gonna be like a draft pick, or how's that working?
Yep. They've been playing with a lot of these guys since the beginning. Some of them are newer, so it'll be interesting to see how they step up as well. But there's some really good players coming out as well on both sides, so this will be a fun match to watch.
All right, very cool. Well, with no further ado, don't let me stop you guys. Go ahead and run your event, and I'll be here casting. I think, Hanlon, you're also going to be got it casting with me today.
That's right. I'll be right there next to you.
All right, fantastic. Well, carry on, gentlemen.
All right. For the first pick of the game winners, people are gonna win the game because Backpack's a shitter. It's Scarface. Stand over here, bud. Need some fucking Iron Sight nerds.
Scarface
over here.
on.
Microphone
Go to
muted.
Up to the sky.
Oh my
Microphone
God.
activated.
Second
My
pick,
bad,
I get Dolphin and
I was
Envy.
all tabbed out. I was all tabbed
I
out.
get Dolphin
sorry.
and Envy.
What am I supposed to
Alright,
say?
on the wrong side.
Stand behind me. Oh man,
Dolphin
I think I
and
picked
Envy.
wrong.
Dolphin and Envy.
Oh, two pick?
Good. I'll go ahead. Yeah, it's
Yeah, it's
second
two.
choice.
Alright, Paradox, get over here. Team Iron Sight.
Icarus.
We'll go Moose.
Sniper Ryan.
Alright, Claffy, step over here.
Tree.
Alright, Woot. Let's go.
Box.
We'll go Ren.
And then you get last you pick, Bill. I'm gonna take Infamous Kane. So you got
Alright,
Bravo.
we'll go Bravo. Support
You
plane.
gotta supports
Yeah,
our
we just said-
sub.
Okay.
Just
Next
play-
Smitty,
just
next
play
Smitty,
next
you're on
two
Bill.
guys, yes. Tell the other guys play.
Alright, good
Even
stuff.
though it's not-
Look at your
Right,
teams,
join
guys.
rush
Look
now.
at your team. Alright. I'm gonna be
we got
switching
this
the map
shit in
now.
the bag.
Switching the map.
All right, I think me and Hanlon are going to move to another channel in the TeamSpeak so that nobody can hear what we're casting. I think that's probably the
My
best
guys
way to go
switched to
about
blue
that.
4. My guys switched to
Agreed.
All right.
User left your channel. User left your channel. User
Oh,
left your
they're
channel.
doing,
User left your channel. User left your channel.
moving
User
channels
left your
there.
channel. User left your channel. User left your channel.
So they're setting up. Pretty exciting. This is kind of cool. It was neat to see teams being picked on the fly.
User left your channel.
I don't think we've ever seen anything like that before.
Oh yeah, this is exciting. Just seeing the mixture of players, I was smiling the entire time because I know how good these guys actually are, and I was really excited to see the spread. There is not one team looks much better than the other.
Yeah, I'm pretty stoked. Oh, you can play Pokemon. Okay, go play Pokemon. I love you, bud. Hey, that was a nice thing to ask. Little guest appearance. Max Omaha here. Wanted to play some Pokemon. So I'm like, yeah, you can play some Pokemon.
Would that be Pokemon Go?
Oh, no. He's not going to be walking around. He's got the Pokemon XY. So I think Pokemon Y.
Nice.
So the map is starting here, Logar Valley, AAS, infantry only. What can you tell me about this choice here, Hanlon, for the initial kind of dealio, yo?
Well, this is known usually for being one of the bigger maps, especially with V7 coming out with the vehicles and throwing out the text, but with the infantry only, it's a smaller setting, so there's 150 tickets. And it's also pretty much in District Center. That's the entirety of the fight will be in District Center or the sides of the hills around it. So there's a lot of inter-city fights going on. There's a lot of watching the roads, things like that. So, I mean, small military movements and small individual movements are going to make a big difference here.
Big time. I've always said this, that the District Center is probably my favorite place to fight in all of Squad. I think there's just something about it that it just feels so good. The main road and the fields and the buildings, it's just, it all clicks, doesn't it?
Oh, completely agree. There's something definitely special about this map in general, just because if someone wants to take Overwatch on a hill and they're good at shooting, they can pick you off pretty easily. But if you stay down in District Center, you're going to have a firefight in your hands. Someone can be around any corner.
Very exciting. So we're going to be starting off here as the militia here, and we are going to be on, it looks like I Love Your Backpacks team is what we apparently were on here. So we'll be on the Bill Nye's team next game, but it'll also be from the militia point of view here. And is it going to be live on start, or is there going to be do we know about that?
It should be a live on start.
All right, live on start. So here we go. Gonna spawn here with the militia. Hit my 7, 8, 9, and 6, and we see that they're moving out here. So great frames. That's the biggest thing. Oh, Bill Nye saying, we going? Go, yes. There it is. And we're seeing an initial split right away here. Let's take a look at the squad. Let me go back, take a look at the squads. So they've grouped up. Everybody is just in one squad, which is going to be the rally point issue. They're only going to have the one rally point that they can use.
That is true. The one rally point might be an issue when they split off like that. In another sense of the matter, you could also have it as one group and be able to cover each other with having the medics there. So it'll be interesting to see which one seems to be more effective. I think it'll also come down to the shooters.
Yep, the pros and cons of either having the large group or having the small group, I guess, would be just the availability of kits.
Exactly. You're not going to have two medics if you're running around and just if you split up your squad. But then if you have 3 squads, 3, you'd have 3 medics. So it's a little bit of a trade-off to see how that would work out.
So already, if we take a look at the match, we've got a 3-man fire team, FFO Scarface, along with FFO Lieutenant Moose and Paradox moving in on, that is South Central. So they're pushing in on South Central, and there's Backpack, Infamous Kame, Sniper Yan, and Bucks, along with support by Fire, also pushing in there. So it's going to be a 5-on-3 scenario, but that's what's so cool about these 9v9s, is that these small skirmishes can be really exciting.
Oh yeah, you can definitely focus on the action, and this is right here on Cheese Grater in Foxtrot 7. That's one of the biggest battlegrounds.
So Sniper Yan goes down by Moose. But I Love Your Backpack drops Scarface. Paradox at the cheese grater. Militia capturing Southtown. United States Army capturing Northtown. There's Moose at the corner.
Let's see, he can move on 2 people. See if he's got the advantage, or Backpack's can come up behind him.
I think Nade goes out right on top of Backpack. Oh, but Backpack shot down by Paradox.
Yeah, when you run through open field like that, like Lieutenant Moose just tried, you tend to get picked off by someone sitting around a corner.
So it looks like that the militia are going to have the win on that particular point as we move over to, that is North Central. It looks like FFO Dolphin. I guess this is all FFO, so I might just drop the clan tag. Old habits die hard. Along here with Bill Nye the Shovel Guy. Dolphin on point in a great corner. The only thing that he's going to have to worry about is somebody just does the preemptive grenade.
This is definitely interesting because Dolphin also has Bill Nye in there with him. Still up and around, they're going around the corner. They should run into each other right now.
Here it goes, he's rounding the corner. Dolphin's ready. And he's, ooh, does he have to field fire? Yes, he does. That's a 2 burst, and Bill Nye goes down.
Yeah, a lot of times when you see one of your guys go down, the first place you're going to look is directly at his dead body. It's a lot of mistakes that people tend to make in games like this.
Well, that's interesting. I've never, that's right. You would look at the dead body versus what, where that threat came from.
Oh yeah, it's a natural thing because you see someone fall, it's just natural to look in that direction, and that's what ends up killing you.
Wow. Clappy goes down.
Icarus using the new weapon added in V6. Oh, no, he's not using the SVD.
So a grenade goes up just to be sure. And here's Sniper Yan along with I Love Your Backpack in the middle of District Center here. Scarface.
Sniper, he's in this building, I can hear him. He's in this building, I can hear him.
Oh,
Paradox is trying to hold out right here, see if he can
Scarface.
move up behind him.
coming up behind Backpack. Yan takes down Scarface, but not before Backpack goes down.
Paradox has the high ground over Sniper.
Yeah, look at that. That's you don't have to be as careful, I think, on the 9v9 for that rooftop. I mean, you gotta watch out, but I mean, when you're playing those 35 or V35 games, those rooftops can be pretty scary because you've got fire coming in from all directions.
Completely agree. It completely changes the way that you want to maneuver through the city.
Militia neutralizing North Central. Let's take a look at the map. We've got United States only with the 1 point at Northtown. It looks like they're capturing North Central right now, but South Central and Southtown in... Oh, and actually, you know what? That's Dolphin on the cap. Laffy needs to get in the cap zone. He's just on the outside here on the North Central. Watching Dolphin in the two-story building. Claffy needs to get on the cap zone in order to stop the cap. Oh, he's just not there. He's right on the outside. He needs to get right. He needs to cross the threshold. Oh, but maybe here Nick Smitty will get in and end this nonsense.
I mean, Dolphin basically has the entire squad moving on him, so it'd be interesting to see what happens with him.
Oh, there they are. Yep, Moose and Scarface now. So that flashing, I must have misread that. That's definitely United States now capping this point. Dolphin drops. US. Big Smitty and Dolphin trading blows here. Big explosion. Dolphin at the second story.
Man.
Coming down the steps. Just missed that one. To turn my outlines on. So
That's
13 kills, 7 deaths here for the militia. 7 kills, 15 deaths. And
wow, that is 4 that Dolphin has taken down by himself in this one compound. unfortunately, that Dolphin, that's 5. Dolphin just 7, maybe? I'm hearing potentially 7 that he dropped by himself.
Yeah, Dolphin currently with a 7-0, according to the scoreboard. Now, this is the kind of match that I don't know if you would necessarily wait for a medic. I mean, I think it would definitely situational. Boost goes down. I think the thing about the 9v9, Halen, and I'd be interested in your thoughts on this, it definitely, the Twitch shooting definitely comes out a little bit more than usual.
I can definitely see that. This being a new platform, that'll definitely be the first thing people go to. Whenever you play a new game of any sort, especially first-person shooter, everyone thinks Twitch shooting. Call of Duty, Battlefield, anything like that. So when you come to a new competitive scene like this, that's what you're going to go to. That's your base. Until the strategy comes into play, Twitch shooting is probably going to be the first thing you're going to see. But when more people play and more strategies come out, there'll be definitely a difference in gameplay and styles.
Now, something I really want our viewers to understand here at this level here, when you see Dolphin zip directly to where these guys are, he's keying in on everything, and we're talking a lot. You may have missed it at home, but he's got these audio cues. So he's not going to see people. He hears them. He hears them on the other side of the wall, and he knows that there's an entranceway, and he's just kind of putting 2 and 2 together here. So when you see him zip towards somebody, it's not because he sees them, it's because he hears them.
Oh, completely. I mean, when you're playing this game with headsets, and Dolphin's been playing for a long time, he's listening to everything. He's hearing people shooting. He's hearing people walking. He's hearing grenades where they get thrown from, where they're landing. And what you're probably not also hearing 100% is he's got a few people that are queuing in saying, hey, I got dropped from this direction. So he's having an idea of where they're pushing it from as well. You just saw right there, Envy got killed. And Envy probably relayed to Dolphin exactly where Bill Nye was, so he's able to take the shots on him.
Oh, yep, right there. So there's Envy's dead body. Bill Nye at the doorway for Dolphin to kind of finish up. That's 3 now for Militia. I'm trying to think of what the meta... So there is no spawn. United States coming from their main. No spawns on the board for U.S. Objectives are going to be key. Now, if the U.S., with this low ticket count, if U.S. is able to push back and flip each of these points back, that's going to be 20, 40, 60, at least, or at least on the old calculations for points. So I can see how this can still be a neck-and-neck game here all the way to the end.
Oh, definitely. I believe this platform might have a better chance of showing people that you can't just easily get rolled. If you're having 20 people running down the field, they're going to roll through anyone they run into. If you still have 9 up for a whole squad, one person can still do a ton of damage if you're not paying attention.
Yeah, it definitely comes down to resource management, and that one guy who can flank could absolutely devastate.
Exactly, because there was that fight right over there on this one point where Dolphin pretty much single-handedly held down that point against the whole entire squad. And if someone were to take him down, that would have been a complete flip on that point itself.
So there's Bucks and support by fire. I also think it's very interesting that the United States has... who is that? Scarface. He's sweeping up from behind on South Central. So Scarface way out there, but Sniper Yan and... is that it? ENV?
Yep, Envy.
Yep, Envy, sorry. I think Scarface might be getting the drop on him, but we'll see here in a second. I am surprised. This is going faster than I thought it would. And I know you were kind of telling me about this, and I was like, dude, I think it's going to be too slow. But the pacing feels really good.
I agree. I was a little skeptical myself, but I talked to a few people. They're saying this is a platform you're going to want to look into. This is something that has potential. So I was definitely willing to try it. I know that these FFO guys love competition, love having fun. So this is good. I'm enjoying this.
Also, special thanks to Sodic, or Stoic, for serving as a judge.
Just making sure everybody keeps it clean.
That's right. He's zipping around an admin cam, making sure, keeping an eye out, calling out shenanigans. Thank you to Stoic Sodic. Buck's still on the point Bill Nye the shovel guy. Whoa, sniped here from Icarus here. Would not have expected that. I thought they were, wow, what a turn. I feel like I just blinked. Everybody was right here on the point, and then all of a sudden they pushed here to the northwest hills to get Overwatch as United States pushes in on the point, and it was just plink. But it looks like FFO Paradox is about to return the favor here on these hills.
Yeah, definitely not. Paradox has the ability to make game-changing movements, just like you saw earlier with Dolphin. So I'm interested to see what he can do with the high ground.
Coming up on Sniper right now. Sniper Yan. Oh, but I don't know if he notices him. Oh, Sniper might have a beat. Nope, nope, nope. There he is. Paradox, 1, 2, 3, 4 down.
Definitely, as you notice, there seems to be a difference in style of gameplay when it comes to shooting. A lot of guys like to do semi-automatic with Paradox and Envy, but you saw, I'm seeing a little firefight right here.
Yep, Paradox dropping Icarus and I Love Your Backpack. And United States, see, here it is. Here's the flip. Very tactical. I'm super surprised. I am loving this right now, Han. This is not what I would have expected a 9v9 to be like. Constant battle over this point. There's some drama here with FFO Lieutenant Moose getting on the point. He's going to need 2 other guys to start this cap.
And once again, like you were saying earlier, Lieutenant Moose could pull it out himself. It'll be interesting to see what happens with this. I'm happy that Dolphin was there. Dolphin was the brainchild behind this as well to get this rolling. So it's actually interesting to see that not only is he intelligent enough to bring forth something for me to work with very easily, but he's also tearing up here.
Oh, it's fantastic. I had no idea that you guys were working closely on this project, but it definitely shows that the thought was put into it, because made a believer today, sir. We were on chat just the other day, and I'm like, oh, I don't know, it's gonna be too slow. You're like, Johnny, just trust me. And I'm glad I did.
Oof. Seeing the flip-flop between Infamous and Moose, and then support by Fire coming in. He's actually one of the new recruits, so it'll be interesting to see how he works here.
Yep, I'm gonna zoom in here and hear some of this local chat. Support by Fire, he's getting ready. He's actually applying medic on Infamous Kane, but Ryan is going to be in a position to get a permakill.
Got another one. He's down.
Nope.
Beside me, he's coming in this door here.
There definitely seems to be a pattern of retreating to the second story of that building on this point.
Yeah, that's Rymaster up there now.
Alright, I need to heal up.
Infamous Kane, very... defenses are down as he's
I hear him
healing.
running around.
Here's Rymaster just on the other side
Just
of the
wait for the
building.
nade.
And Bill Nye coming in. Support by Fire, drops Rymaster.
Reloading.
And Bill
Hang on,
Nye,
man,
see,
it's
what
gotta be understood.
got Bill Nye? This is the thing, I'm like, whoa, it just, everything changes on a blink of an eye here. Looks like
You had Envy and Dolphin doing Overwatch on the front door, which is why Bill Nye got taken down.
I believe
There's
Dolphin
Envy over
popped
there.
out of that entrance right there and brought down Bill.
Thank you, Sodic.
In the center, we're seeing a little bit going on between Claffy and Bucks backpack.
Backpack dropped. I am very interested to see how spread out these teams are right now, with Scarface continuously doing these kind of backdoor flanks.
Those seem to be the most effective. I know that there's a big difference in gameplay and basically meta between different teams, and a lot of people want to do the Milsim, which is not an issue normally, but in a game like this where it's current state, being too close together is an issue. As you can see, one person with high enough skill can take out everyone.
I guess it's kind of the rope-a-dope scenario, right? Like, hey, look at me. Oh, Scarface with a great nade goes right behind. Oh, if Sniper, they're both down already. If they weren't, that nade would have been pretty stellar. Yeah, so it's definitely a look over here and shoot him from behind.
So it's actually support by fire picking up Infamous seemed to be a pretty big sway in holding down this point.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, well, you basically get that resource up where you need him. You know, he doesn't have to spawn from a rally point or... Oh, they actually have a fob down there. Very interesting. The whole dynamic of fob placement and rally point placement is going to be, really pulled into question for this kind of format.
Oh, definitely. Definitely. With the ticket exchange, with the individual need for spawn locations as well. If you lose that fob, you're not getting it back. And because of the current state, there's no vehicle to drop off supplies to get that fob up and running. So you're going to have to wait 5 minutes for it to work.
We got another very special guest here tonight, huh? This is Milo. Milo's going to sit on Daddy's lap and do ABCs, I think. Because Daddy only gets... Yeah, I get one stream a day, and this is an extra one, so I'm doing an extra stream watching the kids.
Well, hey, it's a good start for them, though. They'll be ready to go when it's their turn.
That's right.
And one thing you're mentioning about the medics was that they are unbelievably important now. They're always important, but now it's instead of picking up one person out of 20, one person out of 18, however many, it's now you're picking up 1/9 of the team every time you pick someone up.
Did you see Bucks? What is this?
Yeah, this is a glitch that I've seen myself. Seems to be a little bit of physics engine issue.
Superman.
Just a quick update from the US side, guys. They're at about 80 tickets right now.
Oh my God, Sodic, thank you. We're at 114 tickets here on the militia side. I think that ticket lead is really affecting them.
Agreed. It's still a close game. They can still flip it, but it just comes down to who can do it. Who can pull this off, or is he get flanked? Dolphins definitely seemed a lot of improvement in his game. I know personally he was having some serious issues with frame rate because whenever he would move his mouse in game, it would drop to 2 frames per second and the game would crash. So he had to do a fresh install of Windows, and well, now as you can see, he's doing perfectly fine.
Yeah, I'll say. In fact, he's the #1 fragger on the team with 16-1. Support by Fire with 5-0 in this game, 2-3. Icarus with 4-8. Oh, hello, Windows key. And then Bucks WG with 4-5. Oh, we're getting some shots here. Take a look at the scoreboard in just a second.
The kills are a lot closer than you would imagine with the ticket difference. So, like you were saying earlier, with the way that it flips, it can be any moment where US could push in and just take it over themselves.
Yeah, it's really, the points are even more important, which I didn't think that was possible, because that's how this game mode, I think, would probably be. That's where you get the major push and pull of the tickets, because that's how you can get a 20-ticket lead from there.
Oh, definitely. It becomes a focus of where the actual action's going to happen as well. You'll have a few spread out, of course, trying to get Overwatch, but beyond that, everyone's pushing for that 1 point.
And so United States has only captured 1 point Northtown, but that means that they're not going to experience any negative effects that the militia will. When North Central is taking, the militia will lose tickets, and United States will gain tickets. So same thing with all 3 down the way here. So I think if they can get a push in, if they can figure out what's up, this could easily flip over. Now, the question is if the United States feels that way or not. They might not be able to see the forest for the trees right now.
Exactly. I'm seeing a lot of the people who are doing the top fragging, Claffy, Paradox on the other team, which have 15 and 12 respectively. They tend to stick to the high ground. We're trying to pick people off as they come in, which is not an issue, except you need to see a little bit more of a force inside the actual point, because there's right now only 3 people sitting on point for the militia side. But there seems to be a consistent strategy of once you get that point, you want to get off it as much as possible, spread out and take anyone out from moving in. It's definitely more dangerous to be in the compound where a grenade can take you out, or someone come around the corner and you trade. Because a trade, that's 1/9 the team going down at that point.
Right, exactly.
You see, we got support by fire and Tree Fitty moving up in Paradox in the mountains.
Paradox dropping, support by fire. Along with, looks like I love your backpack as well.
US team's coming up on 50 tickets here shortly.
Ooh, that's a pretty big ticket difference here. We're at 105 for Militia. Thanks, Milo, for bringing up the map for me. And just hit close.
We're seeing Woot trying to move on Infamous Came. Infamous giving up his back. So if Woot can get enough bodies on the point, they can start capping this, because he's the only one there.
Yep. Oh, one more needed. Oh, gee, Milo, you're really doing a great job at casting.
That's how the best always start. They
That's
start with
right.
the youngest.
He's turning on all this stuff, turning it all off.
So if Woot can just relay information to get
Right.
onto the point,
One
I mean,
more
you see
here.
a switch.
Bravo, real close. Uh-oh, Scarface pulling off. Yeah, they're ready here if Envy, though, is about to get on here.
Bravo just has not pulled off that point. He's taking his time. And one thing that people tend to not realize is there is a time to have urgency. A lot of people think you need to move from cover to cover, protect yourself. A lot of times you need to get there as soon as possible. That makes the difference.
That's my problem. I rush around way too much. Like, I'm always trying to get there, and I'm sprinting. And you cannot do that on a map like on a game mode like this, that you're just constantly running and you're not checking. Because if you go down again, you've said it again and again, you're 1/9. That's a huge percentage. You got to really take care of yourself and make sure that you stay alive for as long as possible to deal damage, to heal, to bandage, whatever you got to do.
You're completely right in that respect, because there is that fine balance you need to have. I tend to do the same as you. I rush a little bit too much, and someone who's just sitting around that corner is the one who gets me.
So here is United States. Oh, Militia officially defending North Central, so they're right on top of the cap zone here. Infamous Kane and support by fire in the cap zone. It just happens to be these itty bitty little chunks that just are able to deny them this cap. But United States was on the way to capping. Now they're gonna have to get in there, and decisions will be made. Boot goes
Clapping
down.
real nice support by fire on that south side of the
I'm
building
only
as
gonna
well.
get you halfway.
Trying to keep those militia guys off.
That's definitely a good point. Claffy, Bill Nye, and Lieutenant Moose were setting up on the south side doing Overwatch, which took a little bit of pressure off. However, on the point itself, Woot just sprinted into that room a little bit too fast, and support by fire was able to take him down. So Bravo's giving up his back again. We'll see if any of them can take advantage. Or, nope, never mind. Head to head. Bravo's actually trying to pick up Rhymester.
Yep. Oh no!
Ooh.
Tree Fitty takes him down.
Yeah, good call. I didn't see you.
That's the ultimate curse of being a medic. Right when you're doing your job, someone takes it down. Nothing more frustrating.
No. Scarface and Moose and Laffy getting on the point now.
Scarface gave up his back again to Envy.
Yep. Zodic, what are you seeing as far as a judge role here? How are the players doing, and what do you see? Any kind of glitching and or poor sportsmanship on either side?
Oh no. Just noticed that some of these guys that get real high frag counts in pub games, it's just a huge adjustment from that to 9v9, so you see them kind of adjusting and making those changes to their gameplay, which is interesting to see.
How many tickets are you seeing on the US side right now?
33.
Alright, Johnny, so it looks like the US side has 33, while the militia is sitting with 89.
I mean,
It's,
yeah, only thing that's going to save it now is if somehow militia are able to just domino effect this stuff, but yeah, it's not looking good. Well, I mean, they're flipping it. You know, it's not over till it's over. I would love to eat my words and all of a sudden US just pulls out a win. I don't know, but I'm saying it would be probably the best game I've ever casted that.
It would be interesting. Like you were saying earlier, this flip will be a huge difference maker.
I think they're about to get denied, though. Infamous Kane and I Love Your Backpack in the cap zone. And my Magic 8 Ball has stopped flashing, which means that they're not taking it.
Now, if you notice, a lot of the kills that have happened on point are people giving up their back to the other team. And Backpack barely got away from giving up his back. But Paradox gave up his back just then, and Backpack took him down. So, something to keep in mind for anyone who's playing out there. How people get hit in these competitive matches, they're just giving up their back the entire time.
So you're saying that they're allowing themselves to be flanked when you say giving up their back.
Agreed. There's not too many people that I've seen directly on point that have ran into direct face-to-face contact where there's been trades or anything like that. It's usually their back was turned.
Oh, United States on the point now.
I Love Your Backpack is still up in this corner in the southeast.
Support by fire. Don't know how he survived that grenade.
Bravo's looking the wrong way. And he's down.
US down to 25 tickets now.
Oh, I Love Your Backpack dropping. Yep, had a great angle on that stuff. Oh, I would have to figure out how to play this and not go out of my mind frustrated because I am not a shooter. I don't know how, as someone who's not a good shooter, how would someone like me have fun in an event like this?
Well, a lot of it's going to come down to strategy. This is where two people moving in at the same time from different angles will make a difference. Backpack set up in this corner, you know he's in that corner throwing a grenade, or two people come in, one for one side, one for the other. It's just going to come down to strategy. When skill is surpassed, strategy will take place. But at the same time, if some people are just that good at shooting, you're going to have to step up your game. That's what it comes down to.
I guess you know what? That's the hard reality that a lot of us have to face. Is that you have to get better. you know, there's not much that there's to it. It's except that you're gonna have to shoot faster. You're gonna have to get your sights on them quicker, or whatnot, what have you.
And it's not a lost cause. If you're not the best person at shooting, there are ways to improve. I myself improved quite a bit over the past 6 months just by simply watching the best players play and watching a tutorial that they put up on YouTube. That's what I did. And I started spending hours, because I put in some time, spending hours at the firing range that is supplied to you through squad, and just shoot the targets over and over again, learning how to shoot the way they did. And I went from being a 5-and-5 player to being able to put up 20, 30, 40 kills in pub matches.
Well, and I think too, one thing that the 9v9 format could really showcase is positioning. You know, I mean, that's where if you were in that position, you were talking about it, giving up your back, you know, making sure you're not getting flanked, or you're the one flanking. That positioning really, really sings here more than I've ever seen it sing in squad before.
Agreed. Well, this is a very new format, like you were saying earlier, so you're going to see a lot more individual skill. As more people play this and attempt this, you're going to see some team strategies come out. You might see people running in pairs and 3, or you just might have everyone spread out, but they're playing zone defense. I'm supposed to cover from here to here.
And what I'm seeing right now, Ham, is we got the 2 team captains here on the point, Bill Nye the Shovel Guy and I Love Your Backpack in this tense standoff.
US down to 9 tickets right now, 9 tickets.
And it's mano e mano with Bill Nye and Backpack on the point. Who will reign victorious?
Is Backpack going to be watching the front door, or is he going to look around this corner?
Here we go. Let's see what happens. Oh, Bill Nye the victor here. He's gonna use that. He may have lost the battle, but he's gonna say he won the war on that one.
And that's something he can say he did, and it gives a little bit of perspective. There you go. See?
Backpack. Oh, and the reason why he knew is not because he's watching the stream, but because of the fact that he recognized the pass. So Backpack has this particular player model. He knew that he was a squad lead.
Exactly. You can see the radio coming off of his back on the squad lead player model, so you can tell who's the squad lead or not.
Exactly. There's a lot of people that would be quick to judge to be like, oh, he's stream sniping or whatever. So that's when you understand that when people play this game for a very long time, they can recognize the different player models, they listen to the gunshots, they can hear the grenades, etc., etc. So we are not quick to judge on that kind of stuff. You said 6 tickets, Sodic?
2 tickets left on US side. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt.
Oh, no, please do. 2 tickets. This seems like it's all but assured. I don't see any way the U.S. is going to come back from that, and there it is. The win, 72 tickets. Militia has won the match. But, Han, you said that there's going to be, this is best of...
2. Yes, there should be a second game. I just have to remind them that there is this time. They have to switch over.
All right. So we'll do, I think they're going to have to switch the maps twice. Or maybe not. Maybe they just switch. Yeah, if they just do a switch right now. So I think the map is going to have to be switched 2 times now.
Yes, it should be 2 times if you're, I believe you're correct.
Right.
So what were your initial thoughts on watching this first 9v9?
Way better than I thought it was going to be. I was telling you in chat beforehand, I was like, this is going to be a snore fest. Nobody's going to want to watch this.
User
and
left your channel.
It was a lot of fun. I feel like this, I mean, we're looking at an infant here, you know? Like, this is just us, everybody figuring it out. And I'd be really excited to see what happens, like, when more squad-based, I don't know, when it felt like people were figuring it out today, you know? For this is the inaugural first match that I've ever seen anything like this before.
Oh yeah, it's definitely something that's going to be in the works. There has to be rule changes, there has to be some ideas thrown around. But ultimately, I believe this opens up an opportunity to the vast majority of the community in Squad. A lot of people don't know there's a competitive scene to begin with. And if you want to get some of your friends together, who's going to be able to get 18 people easily?
Right.
But
yeah.
you get 9 and some backups, right?
That's right. And I think that's where you see events, and they're fantastic events. Community Clan Fight Night is pulling in 144 people. That's it. That's incredible. An incredible achievement. But, you know, what about that person that only has, you know, they only have the 9, right? So that's what I really like about this. I think that there's a possibility to really make this awesome.
Completely agree. And smaller movements, more focused battles, it gets people, I mean, the best way I can put it, it gets people ready for actual firefights within pubs or in competitive play. You have to be better. You have to be on target. You're probably going to have to try to practice, to get better, to do practice in general. So it shows your mistakes a lot more. Individual movements, what you're doing. Did you sprint around that corner, or were you moving slowly, or did you try to flank? It's more readily available, because you'll see 18v18s or even larger, like 24 versus 24, and it's chaotic. You don't see every little thing. You see this team won, but how did they win? You'd have to sincerely go through and focus on everything, but this gives you a little bit more in-depth look. And Sodic just let me know that he's actually subbing in for someone that has to run.
Oh, perfect.
Well, I think one of the interesting things for me would be to see this 9v9 change strategies and the meta. You know, what's going to be important? Is it running one squad of 9, or is it going to be 3 groups? Or you're going to sacrifice to have 3 medics and have no support classes, or you're going to want to have all 9 in the same thing?
Right. I mean, that's really where a whole other meta comes from. Exactly what you're talking about as far as team dynamic and team makeup. You know, it's almost like picking a legend or a hero in League of Legends. You know, like, what's my makeup going to be? What's my team makeup going to be? We need, you know, I need a spawner. I need a guy who's going to drop rallies. You know, I need a medic to heal, and I need my LMG here or whatever. You know, I mean, it's going to be pretty cool to see that all happen.
Oh, exactly. Because seems like each competitive group has their own specific focus or their own specific ability that they're able to do better than other things. So one that comes to mind for me is the March Madness with Squad League this last season that they had when it was HSG versus Ghost. In HSG, they were lobbing in tubes pretty accurately. And so this could be something that they could do themselves. They could find themselves doing Overwatch with someone with explosives that's really accurate. And that could change this game entirely since it's a 9v9.
I'm really interested to see how the FOB dynamics would work, because if you play infantry maps, the FOB it has to take 5 minutes. There's no way to reinforce it. No logistics.
Very true. That is a very good point to make. Which brings up the point, if this becomes something that people want to do, will we alter maps so that there could be a skirmish map, but you have technicals? So it's a 9v9 with technicals and support.
Very cool. I just wanted a quick thanks, Private Delta T, for the follow here on the old Twitch. Got a bunch of followers. I didn't get them all. I gotta look them all up. Now, Han, I'm surprised you haven't been streaming Squad this whole time, because you are a natural, sir.
Well, thanks, Johnny.
Yes.
I've never looked into it myself, and I do respect the people that do it. And you're one that I've watched consistently from when I first heard about you. So, I'm just happy to be here.
I hope I entertained and made it a good time here for you.
Definitely, definitely. And your young protege coming in as well made a big difference with that.
That's right. That's right. Tactical Monkey 556. Thanks for the follow, sir. All of a sudden, when it rains, it pours, I guess.
So, what do you think you're going to see this next game to change up strategy for this time? I guess Insurgents to win.
So I'm thinking Militia is going to break into two groups. I'm thinking that you can still get your two medics if you get two 4-man teams. So that's what I want to see. I don't know what I'm going to see, but that's what I want to see. I want to see two groups of 4. For them to be dropping rallies and having multiple spawn points. And the rally doesn't cost anything. Now, this is the first time I've always hated rallies because of the fact that they're just so... They go away. Like, they go away when you're really close. Oh, man. Look at this. Look at this. 2 squads.
Are you seeing it?
I see 2 squads.
I'll be on the other side to overview what the United States decided. It looks like the United States might be doing it too.
Oh, man. Oh,
nope,
man.
Nope. Going with the one squad with the United States.
So, and Militia now has Bill Nye the Shovel Guy. They've got a GL, Woot with a GL, McSmitty. See, this is what's awesome. Like, you never talk about who's rocking what kit. Like, that's exciting. Like, the player and the kit combination. You know, like, oh, he's you know, the pitcher is now going up to bat. You know, your medic, oh, he's normally the medic, but now he's swapping out for the GL. What's going to happen? Like, that narrative and that drama can now happen for this kind of deal.
Oh, definitely. And one of the things that people fail to mention about small units is that this is very easily milsim. It can be very easy to milsim this as well if you look at it. Some of the most proficient military teams out there consist of the Special Forces or Green Berets, U.S. Army, and they are 12-man teams. That's how they work. In ODA are 12 people. And so they use small unit tactics. And this is what you'll see here. It's easier to see movements, and depending on your skill level, if you're able to keep your shooting in line, those military movements can make a huge difference.
So here it is. I can't believe it. I can't believe it. My Christmas has come early, but I've got 2 squads here, and couldn't be more happy. Here we go, live on start. Milo, you want to press some buttons, don't you?
This way.
Oh, Let me introduce Wi-Fi Die. Welcome to the stream, by the way. We have Hanlon here with the FFO squad, who has worked with Dolphin. Oh, Milo, come on, bud. Who's... Okay, you'll go up, bud. Hanlon, why don't you introduce yourself and kind of talk about how this event came to be?
So, Dolphin and I, we played quite a bit, and I played quite a bit with some of the other guys that are actually in this event right now, and we've talked about competitive play and wanting it to be a thing, and a 9v9 was thrown around, and I was skeptical, but Dolphin was sincerely pushing it for something to do, and so I worked with him quite a bit, and it's pretty much a 50-50 situation. He'd be right here next to me if he wasn't playing right now, and this is something that's been pretty good. Yeah, I'm surprised that it's a lot more fast-paced than I expected. I was selling it to Johnny because I myself didn't believe it. But
the truth comes out.
It's true. I was lying to myself the entire time as I was telling you.
You weren't lying. You were just being positive, which I can appreciate that.
True. I really just wanted to see something good. There you go.
Cautiously optimistic here, just like I think the Bravo, Bill Nye, and Moose are going to be here as they move in onto this point of North Central, of which the United States are now rushing as well.
So we see that that the Americans put down a very conservative fob right away up in Foxtrot 6, Keypad 5, the northernmost portion, pretty much on the Keypad 8 line. Just to cut down on time, they're going to focus on those rallies instead.
Support by Fire, thanks for the follow. We had a great open GL here, taking down 2 United States on the roof.
You're seeing Backpack and the Bravo getting into it with Infamous Kame also supporting.
Bravo dropping his the enemy team captain. I love your backpack goes down.
So we have Lieutenant Moose that could pull the flank on Kame because once again, Kame will be looking the wrong way towards the Bravo.
And the reason for that is because of the fact that that's where you hear the shots from.
Exactly. So you're seeing these small movements with these little turns around corners. So if Moose can get around that corner, he has an easy kill.
Oh man, Infamous Kane on his belly like he's just ready for dinner, ready to be served up for dinner here. But I don't think Moose knows. Oh! The tables have turned. Moose now. Oh, we had such hopes. A militia back up. Bill Nye is up. And they are either denying the United States the ability to cap North Central. The question is Paradox still up? No, he is not. He's down, which means there's no one, wow, no one for the militia side to take South Central. With the 3, you have Envy, Dolphin, and Tree Fitty there. That's going to be quite the predicament.
Oh yeah, that's a trifecta of just absolute fragging kills right there. Something you don't want to run into.
Here's
especially since they're spreading out.
Previous judge, FFO Sodic, or Stoic. I knew him back when he was Sodic, so I keep calling him Sodic.
Yeah, he's changed his name a few times because
people
would call him Stoic, so he changed it from Sodic to Stoic, and then we all started calling him Sodic to give him a little bit of trouble. So
he'll be my little, I don't know, STO guy. Stoic or Sodic, doesn't matter. But he's on the point.
So now we have this interesting situation where there's a double neutral on both sides with small groups, 9v9. Not sure what the strategy would be here, how to go through with this. What do you hold? What do you push? Or you try to do... What do you do? You know?
Sniper, he like skipped across the map again. That's always funny. I'm like, I could just watch a game with that, but that's not going to happen.
I know the devs are trying to fix these physics engine issues, and that's their job. But
I want a mod that will reintroduce them.
That would be interesting. My favorite one that I've experienced personally was I was playing on. I was playing and I was driving one of the lodges and I ran into a gate guard box and it threw myself and the lodgy into the air.
Ah,
And I jumped out and I was at least 2 to 3 miles up.
oh my gosh.
And I was laughing hysterically. The people who stayed in the truck were eventually kicked out when they went off the map. So they are interesting and fun, but they will be dealt with eventually.
Yeah, Wi-Fi Die on the stream says never remove people flying sky high on death. It is glorious. So it looks like militia now turning their attention back to that's South Central. Point names. South Town, North Town, South Central, North Central. That should be pretty gosh darn easy. Oh, I forget that.
Yeah, sometimes you just tend to forget off the fly, especially when the maps have changed so many times
Yeah,
over the
well, it's the same. It's the same points, but they've got different names for the points. It throws me off every time.
Oh, exactly. Especially with Packers Estate and Great Farm
Yep.
getting changed from
Yep.
what was it, Riverside? Is
That's
that what it
right.
used to be called?
Yep. So we're at 138 tickets here for militia with 10 kills, 12 deaths. United States Army with 12 kills, 10 deaths. So it's real close.
And they have 140 tickets. So
Oh wow! So 2 ticket difference here, and still 2 points out of play. Oh nope, there it is. United States Army capturing North Central. That should be ticket bleed now. But it looks like militia also going to be capturing South Central. Unless infamous Kane has anything to say about that.
he's going up against 4 people, which we saw earlier has been done, but they're pretty spread out in a large complex. So with 2 people sitting in the field behind him.
Yeah, there's Woot and Rhyme Master. Oh, but they're pushing back. And now Bucks WG is in. I'm gonna be honest with you. I think my favorite thing was picking teams. There's just something about picking teams that like took me back. Like, oh, I remember when we used to pick teams.
Oh yes, it brings back good memories and nightmares from my childhood.
What'd be pretty cool though is if you just had a pool of people that were like, I want to play in a 9v9, and that you would actually pick teams to fly against. That's pretty cool.
Let's hold it.
Yeah, that definitely could be something that could be implemented.
Yeah. Like
CCFN?
Yeah, an
could do it.
alternate game mode kind of deal. You know, because you want to play with the people that you know, and you know you want to get the strategies down. But if you're just looking to get your quick fix,
So we're seeing the Americans trying to push in to stop the militia from capping this point.
not gonna happen
Bucks
though.
and Tree Fitty.
That's militia officially capturing South Central, so they can attempt to start to neutralize here, I guess, with Bucks, Icarus now, 350
Ooh! I did not expect that.
laughing through the murder hole.
It was Bucks taking down Rhymester, because Rhymester had the drop on Bucks. Coming around the corner, out of that building.
That's this. I look away from 1 second. That's the 9v9 right there. It can change on a dime. So they have the 2 teams now. There is a fob in play here for the militia. They also have 1 rally point. So the squad 1 does not have their rally point in use right now, but they totally could if they wanted to. Paradox about to engage with infamous Kane. Paradox goes down.
Yeah, and the United States are putting up a pretty good strategy by having the rally point on the west side for the defense flag, and the FOB is set towards the east side, but in a pretty conservative area to go on the attack.
Oh my god, you see this? Envy is right here by Claffy and Bravo. Bravo goes down.
Shit.
Sniper Yan.
Yep, there's definitely some interesting plays that's coming out here because some of these players have played competitive matches and video games professionally. I know one's done it for 10 years plus, another has done it for several years, and you're seeing that skill come out, but also the way they play. Some people are staying on point, others are spreading out and going to high ground. So.
Oh, looks like we got some activity over here on South Central where the United States is on point and taking it from the militia with Paradox and Claffy moving in. 350 goes down along with Bucks. Infamous Kane's still up on the point.
And Icarus is on the south side as well.
And there's Icarus, yep. Coming in from the south.
Paradox spot him. He's just trying to get a better angle on him to drop him without missing.
Rhymester goes down. Paradox jumps over. Militia officially defending South Central.
So Paradox knows he dropped the one, but I don't think he knows the Infamous is in there still.
Oh, I don't think he does either. Infamous Kane's ready at the door. Oh, wow.
Oh!
That's how you breach. That's how you breach.
Infamous was shocked in local chat on how that exchange even went down. And this is something I am liking about this 9v9. You're able to see small movements where see a pattern to what they do. Where I see Paradox like to make wide berths around wide flanks, and I see other people like to sit specifically on point.
We got some great crossfire here with the militia team dropping 2 United States here in the field. Icarus for the third.
So we have backpack on the western side, western side of the compound. On south central. Trying to sneak his way around on the north side now. He'll have backpack and Claffy along with Woot and Rhymester to deal with, but they seem to be moving on north. So he might be able to push in pretty safely if he decides to go.
Yeah, he's going to need more, though, on that point in order to do anything.
So Sadek is the lone defender of North Central, and he's taking GL from the Bravo, from another compound entirely. Excuse me, that might be actually Moose that was doing it.
It's a way to keep him down, out of sight. 350 taking shots at Rhymester and Paradox.
Enemy FOB has been marked, so the Americans have marked the FOB that was placed by the militia.
So they marked it Echo 7, Key 4?
Yes.
Alright, so they've got a spot, much like Battleship, right? Miss. Nope, hit. So that's a hit. That's a good mark for the United States. They're going to know if they pay attention. So we're at 111 tickets here on the militia side.
The United States have 119.
So definitely, you were asking about the differences between the games. I'm seeing a much more careful game going on right now, Han.
I agree completely. There's a little bit more purposeful movements rather than spreading around.
I would say it's borderline milsim, personally. I mean, they're not caring about the one life that some of the milsim stuff does. But I mean, look at how they're moving around, and it's almost like if Squad itself was already kind of like a diet milsim, this is like an even more refined, like if you want to get a little closer, but still not go full milsim.
Someone right outside this door.
I completely agree. As you just saw, Tree Fitty, I Love Your Backpack, and Infamous Game clearing rooms together, going through room by room, clearing them together.
That's what I see. Like, I think we are catching glimpses of what that. Infamous Kane goes down.
Try to get you. Hold on, I gotta bandage myself.
Rhymester. Oh no, with the bandage.
He was inside over the window.
Oh, what a flank by Backpack. Gets behind him, and then floppy zombie Rhymester. Oh, but he's getting shot at himself. But he survives.
you're seeing a pattern where you need to have people on point, but those floaters on the outside make a huge difference if they can get the shots in. Icarus is able to take down Paradox even though he had the jump on backpack.
I'm kind of zipping up here to get a 30,000 foot view.
So we have Sadic. He's actually doing Overwatch on the fob that is active. Is that active on their side?
I believe so, and he's, wow, survived almost direct GL impact there. But he is, yep. Oh, man, and they're just getting decimated at the fob. Yeah, it's an active fob. Paradox popping smoke, everybody popping smoke, working together as a team.
Yep, definitely seeing Lieutenant Moose. He's actually trying to drop grenades on Sadic, and if Sadic stayed still, that would have been a death for him, but he's still able to do Overwatch on this fob.
Oh man, the thing that sucks right here is there's two really good spots, and I gotta pick one to show on the screen. I think I'm gonna go over to Bill Nye, the shovel guy here on South Central. Keep us posted on Sadic, and I will zip over there and let you know when I got a vision on it.
Will do. Looks like Sadic took down 3 on his own, but they're all spawning as quickly as possible. Paradox is trying to move on him. He's the lone person attacking that fob, so if he can stay up, he might make a difference all on his own.
Yeah, there we go. I'm back on Sadic, so the stuff you're saying makes sense now to the viewers. He's the guy taking on this fob.
Him moving from where he was sitting made a big difference too. Paradox is looking in the wrong direction.
Oh yeah, because that's where he was, because that was the last cue that he got. And then I got Clinch in chat. There's a lot of room for a sort of strategy here, covering all angles and dieting the map. Dissecting the map. Dissecting the map. Yeah, I mean,
completely agree.
You could go crazy slow. The thing that the pressure is in the objectives with 96 tickets here. And we've been playing for about 12 minutes.
We're at 111 tickets here.
Wow, so still really close.
And one thing I'll say, what Clinch said about the strategies is yes, it'll change how you play as well. Sadic, being conservative, got 3 kills. I was just sitting back, picking them off, waiting for them to make mistakes. Whereas when he got a little bit more bold, he ran forward to throw a grenade on the fob itself. He got picked off by someone waiting in a bush. So it'll definitely change, because in a 18 or a 24 series, if you have a bunch of really good guys next to you, you can just run around and shoot all you want, because you know if you go down, someone else is going to drop them, and you have a good medic to pick you up. Whereas here, you might be on your own or with just one other guy, so you can't do that.
I'm getting a kind of a bird's eye view of everything here. We see I Love Your Backpack moving off of North Central, moving towards South Central, and then we've got Bravo and Paradox. Oh, they're back on the fob. So this fob is a juicy target for the United States.
And it'll make a huge difference. Is that what, 20 tickets now? Is that how it is?
Yeah, it should be 20.
Oh my god.
20 tickets, it gives them a huge advantage to spawn as well. Huge spawn advantage if they take that out.
You know, the thing I am noticing here too is that the faction differences are edging, I think, things out, where the United States is engaging at mid-range, which is kind of their sweet spot because of their optics. And not really any optics here on the militia side of things, even though a lot of these guys are great fraggers, great shooters. You know, every little bit helps.
Completely agree. And you'll see people change up how they play based off of if they have the optic or the ACOG versus if they're using iron sights, especially as militia or insurgent, because I know the insurgent firearm, the front post for the sight, is lighter than the Russian one. The Russian, it's dark black, and so I have a difficulty using it at long range, especially against the Americans, because the front post for the sight tends to blend in with the American camouflage.
I see.
Or at least that's what I tell people for why I can't get kills.
Or I don't see, I guess would be the better way to say it. Because it blends
Yep.
in. It blends in.
Enemies moving in.
Yeah, 86 tickets. Looks like United States is finally ready to push on this Militia FOB here on our special 9v9 event that we're kind of trying out here with the FFO crew, who's gotten things together here to do their very own 9v9 to kind of test it all out here. We picked teams at the beginning. There were team captains, and we're on the second game of this with 85 tickets left and about 20 minutes of playtime into this game.
One thing that I will say I find interesting is that the militia haven't pushed in to try to cap this point because, I'm sorry, that they have been sitting back rather than pushing on the point itself. Yes, of course, that fob is important, but maybe pushing on the attack objective would bring them a little bit closer to open ground rather than sitting in these bushes or these fields, which are harder to see.
Yeah, militia really being pushed back. Which is interesting because we've got some of the militia even pushed way forward in that Foxtrot 6. Oh, maybe there's a fob. They found a fob, perhaps? So we could do a double camp fob, and I think they're leaving now, so they may have taken the fob. Did you just get a big ticket hit?
Oh yeah, they're down to 77 tickets now.
Then that swung it in the militia's favor. Militia with 83, US with 77. That was it. The fob was the ticket.
26 seconds.
Oh, Woot.
Yeah.
Talking about a rally point here in local chat. I'm hearing the militia say, wait 26 seconds for my rally. And they're going to get a nice, juicy rally point here to be able to kind of shift the angle of attack. Woot's updating with 10 seconds.
Bill Nye actually just cleared off what Americans were on the fob. So the fob is actually pretty clear now. There's no one nearby.
And there is the rally point, and then that fob to the south that I'm just talking about should be pretty clear now because of this gentleman here, Bill Nye the Shovel Guy. Oh, and the United States are they must be feeling it because they're pulling back to the point.
Scarface is actually moving from the high ground up behind Dolphin to see if he can actually get an angle and take Dolphin down.
So there's Scarface.
Oh! He saw the wrong person first.
Ah! Drew his wrong intention. Oh, he took backpack out, but then Dolphin was able to end that.
With Backpack dropping the rally point in the middle of that field, if Woot pushes up, that fob is... Yep, that rally point's gone. They don't have a spawn, do they? Nope. The Americans do not have a spawn on the map anymore.
Yep, there they go. They're spawning back at Maine, so that's interesting. 81 tickets here for the militia.
And the Americans only had 2 people at the attack objective, so it's not even worth for them to stay there.
So militia has a real good opportunity here to flip this point if Bill Nye can get a couple more guys. There's Woot right there. If Claffey can get on point. Or Scarface.
So
Nope, they're all pulling back in.
You may not have seen it, but Backpack had a rally point in the middle of the road, and then as soon as he spawned in, he dropped it in the field right across the wall, which was a high lane of traffic. I was surprised that he kept it right there, considering anyone going to that point would go past it. As you can see, that didn't cost him.
Yeah, no more rally. But, I mean, kind of the upside of that is now look at them move as a team. So they're moving together as a tight-knit force to be reckoned with.
Exactly, and because this is a 9v9, those that were defending can pull off and go straight to the attack objective. As you can see, Icarus and Infamous, they were both on attack, and they're now trying to flank up from the south
Icarus and Infamous. Where are they?
They are
Oh,
near
there
the
they are.
fob.
Okay, cool.
Lieutenant Moose is once again sitting up on the hill with the GL. Let's see if he can actually take out some of the people sitting on the fob.
Where is that?
Lieutenant Moose is farther southwest. He's in Delta 7 keypad 3.
Oh, there's Moose. I saw Smitty right over there as well.
As you can see, Militia did neutralize. So there could be a big flop in tickets if they are able to pull off the cap.
Yep, 78 tickets remain for Militia.
64 over here.
Wow, so it was all in the points. It was all in that fob, and here we might be seeing it right here on the objective. So here I'm zipping over to Bill Nye, the shovel guy, here on the north central point.
We're seeing Dolphin and Tree pushing up from the north, pushing northwest. Wouldn't be surprised if Dolphin actually went up on the hill first to get over into the compound.
Look, he's stuck at that half wall. Oh, Dolphin goes down from Bill Nye, the shovel guy, and also takes down Tree Fitty. BillNye.exe has been loaded.
One of the biggest things that happens to people in style of gameplay is when they start to lose a point where something changes consistently. Your stability in the game, or you're losing a bunch of tickets really quickly. People panic and rush. As you can see, they rushed into that compound when they should have taken it slow. They would have taken out Bill Nye.
Yeah, I can see Bill Nye is definitely kind of getting a little adrenaline rush here as his kill streak.
Yeah, he dropped 3 right there, and look at the game right now for the kills. Envy is top, 21 frags on the United States, followed by Icarus, and then
Still
Sniper.
running around on the east.
Yeah, I hear 'em.
So a little bit of a change based off of what side you're on in strategy. How who's getting what with kills.
Murder hole, east side again. Might rotate to the northeast corner. I'm watching.
Paradox with some amazing call-outs.
That's one of the things that he's really good at, Paradox and Envy specifically. Always doing call-outs when they're in game. Quick call-outs so it's not a waste of time to hear. But just saying, you know, they can, I mean, it sounds like military call-outs at times too. They can be north by 15, 50 meters. You know, 2 enemies or whatever it is, they'll call it out however quickly they want to, and that makes or breaks who lives and dies. Play a lot of games with them, and very rarely will you hear them just complain consistently about what's going on. Like, oh, we're dying. They'll say instantly, as soon as they die, they will call out the direction of the enemy, and then maybe swear a bit, but that's about it. It's always business first.
It's definitely business first here on North Central. Bravo goes down from Sniper Yan. Watching that main door. Relocating to the other side. Managing. Looks like he got shot as well.
I think he's a top.
Oh, Sniper Yan down by a grenade. I don't know if it was Scarface
That's
or...
okay though.
Ooh, Tree Fitty coming in from the northwest. 76 tickets.
Yep, Dolphin taking the high ground, which is a really good strategy to be able to look into the compound itself, of course, but puts you out in the open.
I got one down in the northwest corner.
So we're sitting at 27 tickets here. How many do you have?
27?
27.
Northwest corner.
Oh, I don't know what just happened then. There has to be something weird with these points. Because weren't you at like 70?
It was in the, yeah, 70s and 60s.
Yeah, so the points must be worth like 40. I noticed this today. I think that it's not 20 points anymore.
Getting this
I
one.
think they're like 40 to take an objective. Because I'm at 74, and you were just 2 or 3 tickets below or above me. So this point that the militia just took here at North Central, because militia just locked it down, was devastating. You're telling me 20 tickets are left over there?
Yep, there are 20 tickets right now.
That's insanity. Wow. Yeah, that'll end these games real quick.
He's out in that window.
Yeah, there's one
Dolphin
on the
takes
west
down
side.
Rhymester, but Paradox
I'd
is still
tag
up
him
and
on.
tags Dolphin a few times. Dolphin's gonna have to patch.
I got.
See if Paradox actually pushes up or if
He's
he
got
just
to be out
stays
of beta
behind
to
for
do
cover.
He's dead.
Threw a
Oh, wow,
grenade in there.
great nade. Wow, Dolphin barely makes it out. He knew exactly how far he needed to get away.
It's interesting seeing 2 former teammates go head to head. Oh,
I need
Dolphin
a
takes the
medic.
shot.
Paradox.
Tap the dude on the other side.
Alright, I'm coming.
Yeah.
71
So I-
I
tickets.
have no bandages on
So I
me.
take it that Bravo is a medic.
Alright, I'm coming.
I know, I'm just letting you know.
Possibly.
The,
I think so.
situation.
Yeah, he's been doing a very consistent job going around patching everyone
That
up.
guy's
He's picked up
probably
a few people, which, as you can see, has made the difference. An extremely good medic can make a huge difference in these
Shot me and then I
99s.
peeked at
Right
him
now,
one tap.
almost middle of the heat here, 84-84 for militia. United States Army 84-85. So it's all down to objectives here, which is kind of ironic for the clan whose name is Fight on the freaking objective.
It shows the importance of it.
Yeah,
It makes or breaks games.
I need to do the math. I didn't realize I was so off or that it changed so much because last version it was 20 tickets and now it's like, holy cow, 40. It must have doubled to 40. It had to have doubled because of the fact that they gave it more. They gave more tickets, so that's what happened then. But there was like some weird calculation math I saw on the forums that just didn't make any sense. So I'm pushing up here to Scarface and McSmitty. Scarface here to the northeast.
We are down to 9 tickets now.
Yeah, 69 tickets here. Wow, what an upset. So you almost, a strategy would honest to God be, you let the enemy capture every single point. You don't take a single point. And then 40, 40, 40, 40. You push them all the way back. You know what I'm saying? Like you actually let them cap everything so then you can take that point back and they get the penalty.
I'd have to see the race ticket bleed. I'm not sure how that works if you were to do that.
Yeah, I don't think ticket bleed would affect you as much as the 40 ticket hit that you'd get every single time. I mean, it'd be a slog. But I mean, that's the question, right? Like that's what we get to theory craft all that stuff to see what would actually happen.
That is true. One thing I will say is that capping all the points might not be the best strategy.
Right.
In fact, you've seen it on this map in comp play for Squad League. Last year, there was a game where the strategy was not to capture the last point in a 24 versus 24. It was actually to capture the second to last point. To capture Hill 15 and hold Hill 15 rather than trying to go for it was Asbel's farm.
Yeah, but see, I thought that particular one wasn't necessarily because of the point itself. It's because it was just so easy to reinforce, and that the spawn was just right there. So don't actually go to the farm because there's no point because they can take it back so easily.
Agreed. It depends on which side you spawn in from, because if you look at the spawn points, the main spawn points here, there's an open field for the Americans they'd have to run through. So you might be able to hold the last point for the Americans, but the militia, they'd have the hills and an open field as well.
Oh yeah, it'd be brutal. But I mean, very, very interesting to just be like, they got it. All right, then Operation Take Them All Back goes into play.
Agreed. Down to the last ticket. This is it.
So there it is, 64 ticket win for militia. So that's a win on militia, both sides. So we have a draw for our first 9v9 here. Really interesting new format. Or not new, I guess, just a rediscovery. I don't know, how would you call it, Han?
I'd just say it's more of an experiment. Interesting experiment put into play.
Yeah, I've never seen it like this. So, pretty exciting stuff, and I really appreciate you guys reaching out and offering the ability to cast this match, and really excited to maybe do it again sometime.
Hey, thank you for coming out. I wouldn't want anyone else being here.
Oh, you're too kind. Bill Nye the Shovel Guy says militia bias confirmed. Well, we've got a lot more things to confirm in the meantime. Do we want to ask the guys and see how they felt the event was and how it went and what they liked, what they didn't like? Or
Definitely.
would you rather do that off stream and then maybe do a write up? I don't want to pop the cork on the genie here.
I mean, this being the first 9v9, I don't think people are going to be too bitter or salty one way or another about losing. So it'd be interesting to see how they felt the gameplay was. Did they enjoy it? Would they want more out of it? Or
Yeah,
so I think bring someone would be good.
Maybe you want to reach out to Backpack and Bill Nye and we see if they want to talk about it or if they are done.
Yeah, definitely. Do you want the squad lead, or do you want squad lead and one other person? How would you want this?
Well, why don't we start with them and see if how many people they want to bring up, if this is going to be crazy or not.
All right. I'll be right back. One moment.
Sounds good. So, guys, you're watching the squad stream. This was just a very awesome experiment
User
just
left
done
your
here
channel.
with the 9v9. We'll see. We'll reach out. We don't want to, put anybody in an awkward position. This is the brand new time that we did this. So I don't know if anybody's going to really want to talk about it yet. But in the case that they do, pretty excited to hear some thoughts. If not, I know I learned a lot. Pretty interesting format. I thought it would be a lot slower. I think it probably could be, depending on how you played it. But wow, those big flip for the points.
User
Because
joined your channel.
hello.
User joined your channel.
Hello.
How's it going there, Backpack and Bill Nye?
Oh, it's pretty good, bud.
That was a pretty cool thing. This is the first 9v9 type experiment deal. And what'd you guys think?
User
Pretty,
was
pretty,
moved
pretty
to
close
your channel.
games.
Yes.
Obviously, militia bias confirmed.
I saw that. I read that. Yes, absolutely. Militia bias confirmed.
I'll be right back, Tony.
All right, cool. Is there any way
User
somebody can
disconnected
switch
from your
us
channel.
back to that map and we can take a look at it? Am I
Yeah, hold
admin on
on.
the server? I don't know if I am.
User joined your channel.
All right.
Nope, I'm not an admin on that.
And then you just do that so that no one has a chance to close their maps.
There you go. Perfect.
Being a good admin is.
Let's go for the. Let's go for all the fatal errors.
We doing? You gonna link us Twitch?
Well, actually, I was just thinking we just look at the. I kind of just want to know about the event. We don't really. I don't know if you want to
Okay.
go through
Yeah,
everything
no worries,
again,
no
but
No, it's all good.
because this is kind of like Han was saying, it's kind of an experiment here, this 9v9. And when he first approached you guys about it, what were your initial thoughts?
Infuriating because I was gonna get shot in the head a lot.
Oh yeah, time to get fucking dunked on by all the people in my clan because they're like just as good, and then there's some who are
It's
even
really
better.
annoying.
So Logar, this was the case. How was the map chosen?
Logar's the best skirmish map.
Yeah, it's a good
by
9v9
far.
map. You get the long fields, you get the buildings. It's like a good mixing pot of all the different types of terrain you'll encounter.
And so you guys were just like, yes, this sounds awesome. 9v9, definitely going to work, and I love it. And when can we start?
Yeah, I've
Pretty
totally
much.
played this map like, 100 times before. Not 3.
Was there a whole? Did you record your montage, your training montage?
Oh yeah. Yeah, that'll be up. It won't be up, but that's a good idea.
Hanlon, do you have any questions or anything you want to ask the guys here? I'm sure you're probably pretty excited to hear feedback.
Yeah, I've squad led a lot in the past. Backpack knows I used to squad lead quite a bit with him back in December and January. What were your initial thoughts on having being a squad lead on a 9v9?
It's going. Oh, you're constantly thinking about spawn points.
Yeah,
least I was.
do I fob? Do I rally? I don't know. The first time we just went rally only. Kind of got wrecked by that. But I mean, it was even kills, so yeah. Then the flags killed us. So.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's we lost because we got that fob taken out, and then we lost the flag.
Yeah, that's the thing. It's like a risk, but that second game definitely a necessary risk. I decided to post that one jail guy on the It wasn't like he didn't kill that many of you, but it was a good deterrent.
I was about to
We were
say,
trying to take him out the whole time.
Yeah, exactly. He died like 2 times, and he's like, oh, and then we just spawned on the rallying shot the nerd again.
Yeah, exactly.
about to say Moose. That was Lieutenant Moose. Is that
Yeah,
correct?
yeah, he was my artillery man.
Yeah, he was laying down the hurt on some people. Definitely accurate GL launches. I saw Sodic at one point was actually doing a good job of holding down that fob,
fucking Stoic.
but then what happened was Moose dropped some GLs, moved him out of position, and then he was in an open field and he got dropped.
Yeah, that was a decent spot. I've never used that one, obviously, because I don't play Logar Dawn, but like when you think about, okay, how do I cover this fob, and it's just surrounded by fields, you can like pro next to it, but if you got GL artillery raining down on it, that's not an option.
Yeah, we couldn't even get close to it. Like we would.
So we kinda- yeah.
I got on it and then I got GL'd off of it. 3 of my guys got GL'd off of it.
Yeah, exactly. That was a decent spot that I learned about. And then once you have that, because it's like, I know part of you want to send guys to take out the fob, but then you only have 9 guys. You need 3
Yeah.
to cap, so it's like this weird decision. And if I'm only assigning Moose to guard that, he can GL you guys. You have to send more than that, and it's like this big old, well, we know where it is. We can try to take it, but at what cost type scenario.
Did
Yeah,
it
it
feel like
cost-
you didn't
costs
have
us
enough
money.
guys?
So yeah, on the US side it felt like that.
Yeah.
On the militia side it felt good because you could get there's a lot of cover to get in the north central.
Yeah, that south approach, what that fob showed, you just gotta like, there's so many approaches you can use.
It felt like North Central was the key to this map. Would you guys
Yeah.
agree?
Yeah. I made a tactical blunder by trying to send my guys to south after we capped, and then it left
Oh,
North
yeah.
Central
Good
open,
times.
and then I lost my rally point north of North Central, and so it was just a fight back to it, and then we lost.
Was that the one with the rally point that was on the other side of the wall in the field?
Yeah. So we had that rally point north, where Stoic was on the Western Hills, and I kind of made a decision to try and take South Central, but it's like Bill said, it's hard to send enough guys to cap, because if you send 3, one's gonna die and you can't cap.
Right.
But if you send 5,
Yeah.
you're sending over half your squad, and you can't defend.
Yeah, it's like when you kill 3 guys in a 9v9, you're like, well, I can just move up uncontested practically where I am because that's a third of the team.
Right, exactly. And I think what was really interesting about it is like in squad, you really don't think about the individual. And in this
No.
9v9, you were like, that's my guy. That's my GL guy. I need him here. You know, I mean, that's a totally different way to play the game.
Yeah, we only had one specialist role, which was the GL. Everyone else was rifleman or ACOG.
It was weird, 'cause at the same time, it was like, was slower, but it didn't like feel slower because, you know, you're constantly marking guys out. You're just like trying to take a picture of where all those nerds are. You can mark them all for your squad and move up appropriately because they're going to be covering this angle and that angle.
I got caught out marking the map a couple times.
Oh yeah, same.
That's the risk of being a squad lead, right?
So if the guy
So-
goes down,
Death by
you gotta
map.
wait to know exactly where he is. Otherwise, they'll probably peg you too. So, yeah, I don't know. It was good though.
So efficient medics seem to be extremely important in this environment now. I know I personally saw the Bravo doing a good job picking up a few people, especially in North Central in a really hot environment. Would you
Pretty
say
bold,
that medics got more important in a 9v9 than anything larger?
Yeah, we
yeah,
split
well-
it. Oh, go ahead, Bill.
And when you have 150 tickets, obviously every ticket you save is better than that. And Bravo got my ass up like a few times, especially on malicious side. But yeah, medics, OP.
Yeah, I split up the medics on the second game, which was a mistake looking back on it. I sent one medic up to or down to South Central at the beginning of the game, and it was better to keep both medics together because they could revive each other if they went down.
Yeah, that symbiotic relationship.
Definitely. Now, when it comes to, you're probably definitely watch the stream afterwards. I know that's something you're excited to do, see how it went. Something you're going to notice is a lot of times moving into North Central, people were looking the wrong way and getting shot from behind. That happened multiple times to multiple different people. Do you think in something like this you would want to use a little more Milsim strategy and move in with 2 people at the same time, or still try to go in by yourself?
You got to go in with 2 people.
Yeah, that
but
building.
It's hard when you don't have enough guys. If you're trying to clear it out for your guys, but if you wait, they're just gonna get killed. So you gotta. I moved in multiple times and got shot in the back trying to
Yeah,
clear a
'cause
corner.
Paradox was talking about the power window in the south building, and it was true. I mean, you set one guy up there, he covers like almost the entire north side of the compound.
Yeah, and you
Then
can't
you get
him
like
without a
one guy in that
dog shot.
southwest corner, and he's like covering the door. But then yeah, there's just so many nooks and crannies that you gotta peek one way and then peek the other way because there could be a guy at that position covering that angle. Rinse, repeat, and definitely don't enter through the east door. That is just you just can't. If anyone's looking that way, you're dead. It's
Yep.
It's not an option.
Well, I thought it went really well, guys. I thought it was a really cool match. I was telling Han before that I'm like, oh, I don't know how this is gonna go, and I was excited. I think my favorite part was picking teams, which is silly, but that was a
Well, obviously
lot
we're
of
pretty
fun.
good drafters because kill differential of 4, and in the first game none. So I think we did an okay job.
Yeah, I'd say so too. I mean, that speaks volumes to your caliber of talent, the pool that you're pulling from. So, and then great picks as well.
Yep, definitely agree. As soon as I saw those picks, I smiled and chuckled and knew this would be a good game. Very well balanced. I saw a lot of new people. I was actually surprised with. I haven't seen them in comp play and played with them only a little bit in pubs, and they were doing very, very well. Stepped up
Yeah.
to the plate.
Yeah, for sure. Much surprise.
So, would this be something you guys would do again? You want to do it again?
Yeah, let's do it again. Try and make it a Sunday night event.
Yeah, bud.
That sounds fun.
Then if anyone wants to join in, we can even do. I mean, we don't even need to have like clan versus clan. We could do the same thing we did, just pick teams, and have one squad leader from a different clan, and we'll just mix teams. Kind of a community event rather than a super competitive event.
I think, yeah, you could do it both ways. And that's the best part, you know? You could do the whole, hey, we got 9 guys, we want to play with 9 guys. Or it could just be, everybody show up and let's see what happens, you know?
Correct. Yeah.
The only thing that, if you get more than 18 people showing up, though, which could very well easily happen with the popularity, you would need a lot of servers to handle just this small volume of people. Game.
What would be cool, yeah, like if that actually happened, was to have like you can have like a little 9v9 tournament set up, so you have one match and then like a finals or something. I don't know. It'd be cool.
It'd be really
Yeah, tournament does sound interesting.
Oh, interesting. Well, we'll maybe consider thinking about it. Or something.
I do know that for competitiveness of this, that a lot of guys who from Ghost, the clan formerly known as Ghost, they have joined FFO and they've opened up that they would like to do their own people that joined versus the best of FFO. So that would be a fun competitive one to watch at some point as well.
that'd be
Rip.
great.
Yeah, Icarus of CC on the chat said that the game level was way faster than in other events. Would you guys agree with that?
Well,
Just the pacing.
like everyone in the clan, like they know how to like be useful. So you have that one guy on the west flank, and you take open your map, and you're like, okay, he's got that covered. So then everybody else is like, okay, I'll be the one guy that gets on the point, and then Scarface is going up that route. I really was impressed with everyone just like filling the holes, you know, like on the map, going where they think they should go because there's a hole there. So like 3 people would be contesting the point, and then we'd have the one guy watching the fob, etc., etc. That was pretty cool to watch.
Yeah, you don't have to worry about your back when you have your guys that you know that are behind you. And then you just have to worry about your skill because there's multiple times where I missed shots and then I got shot in the face.
Yeah.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks so much for talking to us about kind of what happened. Bravo in chat here said that the map selection was really good. He liked that. What are some other maps do you think would work on a 9v9 kind of level?
Well, we haven't played Samari 9v9 at all.
I'm not sure because they just redid the entire map rotation with infantry maps that have completely different flags. So like, there's so many flags that we haven't played on. So I don't know.
So, Ihorivka, right? Ihorivka infantry?
Yeah, 9v9.
9v9,
that one's like-
if you can find each other.
I've actually, and Dolphin, I've played that map.
There's an imp player, yeah.
Is there? Let's load it up. Who's
Alright,
on the
hold on.
server?
Got
Let's
it.
look at this.
And he highly recommends it. He would love to play that.
What?
Because
Well,
Yeah.
the 2 points of, I guess, Crossroads and East Central Village, that would be a cool 9v9 scenario.
I don't think it's that. I think it's Northwest Village and like some surrounding points they made up, like just the entirety of all those building complexes. There's like one in the main one, and there's another one, and there's that south area, and I think those are all points.
So here I was joking, and it actually could be like the best map.
It's gonna
That'd be interesting because you have those huge fields with no cover, so I don't know how that would work.
Right. You just everybody pulls off that area. All right. I'm excited to see this. All right, boom. I'm gonna just go into admin cam right away.
Yeah, basically.
Cheat.
The Northwest Village, all the buildings that go along with it.
Oh wow! I would not have expected it there. Holy cats! All right, well let's go. Let's hit a 6 and see what we got here. Oh, sorry, my mic. Oh man, this would be awesome.
Yeah,
This would
definitely,
be
right?
awesome.
It'd be interesting. You got that. You probably have like your optic gunners sitting at each end of the field as everybody else like treks north and
Oh my
attacks through the F
God.
column.
This would be cool. All right, now I love Yehorivka.
Yeah, it's a good map, Dad.
And
Oh
I
my
haven't
gosh,
even
this would be so rough though, just trying to cross a field.
right.
Yep.
Right.
Oh,
Yeah.
another good map is Chora Knight Infantry.
Oh jeez.
Yeah, that's like old Core 1 points. All in a roundel. It's pretty cool.
Oh, everybody's still on the map. What is everybody doing here?
Still running around.
So, and I think this would be really cool. I think Sumari would almost be overkill. Like Sumari would be like, I would get PTSD just watching it because of 9v9 on Sumari. There's so many angles and so many nooks and crannies that it would be.
Yeah.
Oh.
It'd come down to the team that really focused on meta that week. That focused on, hey, we need to hold down this and work on this angle because that'll make or break it. As you can see, you take two teams that are extremely good, and their kill-death ratio is going to be the same at the end of the game. But a win or loss comes down to who pushed when.
Man, this would be good. I would have expected though that this layer would have been over on, the Hotel Indigo Juliet rows.
Oh, yeah.
That other, that's where I would have expected this. But
No, I kind of like that they placed it over here.
yeah, I never play over here because of the fact that I guess I don't know what the best way. You don't get to this.
Well, yeah, by the time you get there, the game's already over.
Yeah,
Or you cap it
yeah,
and you wait for like 2 seconds.
So yeah, there's some really fun buildings here, and Yurivko's probably one of my. Oh man, they're just so good. They're all my babies. I don't know which is my favorite.
I'm just waiting for a Yeho style map that has technicals.
Yep.
So we can have like 18 technicals running around or something. I don't know.
Oh man, talk about Wolfpack.
Yeah, Wolfpack V2. With even more trucks.
Infamous Kane in chat says American advantage with optics on this map.
Russians have optics as well though.
That's true.
Militia does have optics, yeah. Like when it comes down to it, like, did you do 1 squad or 2 squads backpack?
We just did 1 squad.
Yeah, because you only get 3, right? Unless you take the M10, I guess that's 4.
Yeah.
With militia, you can only get 3. Yeah, you could get like a Dragunov too.
Did you?
So it's not
split
that
them
much
up
of a
at all?
discrepancy. On militia side, we did. I didn't think about it for US. Next, we had the optics. Then we got 1 GL. You can only have 1 GL anyway, so.
What's another map we could take a look at? Be another good.
Chora Knight would be a good one. I got it.
Let's take a look at Chora Knight. Close your maps. Close your maps. Then Devil Dolphin wants to know MVP. Who is the MVP in your opinion?
Dolphin held down that complex though.
Dude, fuck Dolphin sitting in that spot. Like, I saw him once.
Dude, he held
and
down
I-
that complex at the beginning. He had like 10
That's
kills.
bullshit,
just holding
dude.
it. Just holding
I'm like,
it down.
oh, I see this guy, but he's gonna
He
kill me. and then
went
he did.
12-0 at the beginning.
Yeah, he was holding it down, dude.
I knew it was him. I was like, it's the same nerd that's in this complex, boys. He didn't stop him from killing nerd stuff.
So I think we've played Chora Knight, haven't we? Chora.
Not have you seen the infantry one yet?
Maybe not. Maybe I haven't seen the infantry.
It's a bit different.
I know
Yeah,
the Gorodok infantry layer is incredible.
That's
Yeah,
actually
that
pretty good.
one's really good.
It has no. Oh, I have played this one. This was 303
Yeah.
did this one.
Yeah.
Yeah, this one. Whoa, where am I now? Oh boy, I'm very high.
Yeah, you are.
Crap.
Actually, if you stay right where you're at, this is how high I was when I jumped out of the vehicle. when I
That's pretty tall. It's pretty high order.
it was on Sumari,
this
and I was
feels
about
really-
this height.
This feels really big.
It is rough because once you cross that bridge, you're in no man's land, and there's really no support unless you have your guys behind you. So this map would turn into fighting on just in the open field,
Right, it
trying
would be
to.
field fighting. Yep.
Infamous Game said in the Twitch chat that he actually gives support by fire, the MVP of the first match, and I will say that he's a recruit. If I'm not mistaken, he's really stepped up. I have never played with him before, and I was really impressed with how well he did at these matches.
Yeah, he was our medic. He was rocking it.
And this would be a crazy match. This would be crazy. What's this? There's a fire over here.
Yeah, I think there's a dumpster fire. Several locations.
That's in honor of a burning tire fire compound. Never forget.
Can you pull up the Gorodok infantry?
Yeah.
Infantry? That one is. Have you guys seen it yet? You guys must have.
Yeah, we played it on our server the other day.
And it's the one that's all foggy, right?
It's already set, Bill. If you want to end the match.
We haven't even started the match.
Well, it'll be set now.
There we go.
But yeah, it's like a straight out of Left 4 Dead, basically. It's like the Blood Harvest
Yeah, it.
type
yeah,
atmosphere.
It's good.
Well, the best thing about it is like, there's no shadows,
Yep.
so you get really good performance.
Yeah.
I wish they would make the vehicles that same like style, just on the regular Gorodok map, but have it really dusk and really
Yes.
foggy.
Yes. So this will be our third map we take a look at of how cool the 9v9 stuff is.
It's got that same sort of. Oh
this
wait,
is
what?
not-
This is the
not-
wrong
What
map.
what did you do? I was told it was set.
I set Gorodok.
I'm gonna need an admin here. Can I get an admin?
There we go. It's on Gorodok now. I don't know what happened.
they're the same. Very
Yep.
similar.
Yeah,
Basically.
Gorodok and Eho, you know.
Well, they're like the most similar because they got those large open fields. Definitely the best
Look at
vehicle
this.
maps.
I feel like I'm in the intro of a World of Warcraft screen. Or something. Like, there's just something about this layout and everything. Like, this is... When I saw this, I was like, what? What is
Yes.
this?
Got like the most interesting parts of Gorodok on it, basically.
my
So
God. Yeah. Look at this. Would this not... Oh, yeah. This is the 9v9 I want to play. I'd be horrible at this, by the way.
That's a rough main base spawn there. That's a long sprint.
Yeah, you gotta set up the fobs early because of that 5-minute slap on the wrist.
yeah, bud.
Look at all of us in admin cam on the map. We're just like, we're looking. But the fog is just... Oh, my God.
Oh yeah, the fog is. I played this before, and the fog is a game changer.
I just love that you can get crazy ass frames on this map because, again, no shadows.
When you're playing as, what is it, the militia? Is that what it is? Yeah, if you're playing as the militia, and you're running through H5 and trying to push up into Gulf 4, Gulf 5 area, it is scary because of the fog and how open you are. And you can't see them, but they can see you. So pretty much you have to flank around on this map.
Yeah.
It's
There's also
still
a
big.
basement radio tower, which I haven't been able to super fob yet, but it's on my list.
Achievement unlocked.
Tunnel snakes.
Yeah, I don't think anybody knows about it yet. It's just down that little shack, then it goes down, and then you got a nice little root cellar there.
Oh, really? Oh, that's right. No, it does. Yep.
Best fishbowl ever.
I actually wonder if there's any. See if there's any other tunnels underneath this map. Take a look. We're about to blind our home audience here. Going in for a landing. Oh,
Kind of sucks that the only map that we can piss backpack off with tunnel snakes on is Fool's Road right now. Be good to have another one.
They need to have like a mini map for when you get into the tunnels.
Probably.
I think they just need signs.
Yeah, southeast entrance this way. Oh,
This
okay.
this way to useless rooms.
Yes,
And
exactly.
the north side of the.
Which is realistic because, as you know, I'm in the
Oh, yeah.
military, and as stupid as we are, we still
You gotta put
label
the bed
everything.
somewhere.
So, because people will get
D-Sharp3,
lost.
welcome to the stream. I have not seen Sharp 3. Oh, yep, there's the tunnel. There's the cellar. The wine cellar. Cool. Well, that was a good time, guys. I think that it could really turn into something. This 9v9 thing.
Yeah,
I
it went
think.
pretty good.
You think-
As a closing remark, though, fuck Stoic for abandoning me. So just, just can I get an F Stoic in chat? All right, that's all I want to say.
Oh, very cool. Whoops. So, what do you think? You think 9 is the magic number, or do you think there's some room to wiggle?
I really like 18s.
Yeah, I like
Yeah,
having more
yeah.
units to shoot, but 9 was good
18s,
on that small
yeah,
map.
yeah. 9 is good. 9 is very infuriating, but 18s gives a lot more room for different like squad dynamics. You can have 6, or you can have 3 squads
Yeah.
of 6.
It just takes it to the point, like, obviously, it still play out the same because there's not that many people, but you could put a full squad at each of the points and get a little bit more action there.
We got 12v12 recommendations, which that was actually what I was thinking in my mind as well.
Yeah, 12 would be
12v12.
good.
That'd be the same, yeah. You do 6-6 squads. Easy peasy.
But I think ultimately we're talking about the small skirmish type, interactions,
Correct. Yeah.
which is
Well,
not really what's going on right now.
on 12 on 12, you can essentially have. You would have. Let's see if I do my math correctly. 4 squads of 3, or 3 squads of 4, and
Yeah, you could do that.
then have medics. I mean, you would have over half your team be medics,
That would be
unless you get 5, right? When does the second medic slot open?
You don't get it until I think it's the magic 6 number.
Okay, I understand.
You could do 2 squads of 6 and get 4.
Yeah.
Yeah, the magic 6 is too OP. Grants SL's optics. Thanks for that, GL.
I'm just gonna end on a little Bob Ross shot that I found before. Nice little. Took a
Good.
little screenshot of that.
Thanks, Johnny. Thanks, Hanlon, for putting that on, bud.
Thanks, buds.
Yeah, thanks for playing.
Awesome, guys. Well, my name's Johnny Omaha. We've had Bill Nye the Shovel Guy, which is this the new name
I'll change
now?
it back. No, we're playing Dave Infamy, and I was running around with nothing but a shovel, so I'll change it back soon.
So it's gonna go back to the original, right?
Yeah, sounds
Right,
good.
better,
yeah.
because it's my favorite thing. And FFO, I love your backpack. Also here with us, and FFO Hanlon here. Hanlon, thanks for coming in. And
Thanks
starting
for
this all
having
up. You were saying also Dolphin was a big instrumental in this as well.
Yes, it was definitely 50-50 effort in that regard. So definitely thank you, Dolphin, for helping me out with this and getting ideas.
Awesome, guys. Well, thanks for joining me tonight here. I'm going to just do a little zip-a-zow
Sound
here.
microphone muted.
And just want to say thanks to everybody for watching and for playing, and all the FFO crew for putting this together. And wow, look at how the teamwork was happening here, and they were choosing teams, and it was pretty cool to see. Also, big special thanks to the men and women of the United States Armed Forces. We get these respawns in the game, but when they go out and do this day in, day out, they don't get any respawns. So we want to thank them for their service and their sacrifice. That's active duty reserves and veterans as well. So big salute to them. We're going to be streaming all week, this stuff. Oh, look at that. Bravo. Thanks, Bravo. Appreciate that, buddy. And thank D-Sharp. Thanks for joining us. Sorry, I apparently missed you all last week and stuff. So cool. But yeah, this is really cool, and I'm excited to do it again and see what changes. GG's in the chat there. My name is Johnny Homo, guys. Until I see you next time, stay squatting.